seen those pictures that the rescue shelter puts out of, the puppies and the kittens gazing out through sad eyes and, cold metal bars? And I'll admit, the rescue shelter, they did a good job with that. That's pretty impressive. Lots of people have stepped up because of those pictures. I only have really one beef with them, and that is that they forgot one. Not a puppy or a kitten, but an entire species they've left out here. And the only difference, these animals are just as helpless. The only difference is that this animal can look you in the eye. Horse abuse has been a problem for me for a long time. And so I've researched extensively into the subject because it bothers me so much. And my results have been shocking. And so today I would like to share them with you and maybe present a solution that could help fix this problem. Horse abuse isn't just common anymore, it's prevalent. It's become a huge problem. And it comes in so many forms. I feel like that's part of the problem. People, they don't know what to look for to classify abuse. With dogs and cats, it's pretty simple. But not so much with horses. If you see a little red, that's helpful. We don't need to abuse horses here. But when you can stick your fingers in the depressions between each rib, that's a problem. When the hip bones are jutting out, that's a problem. When the horses are sick and unmedicated, that's an issue. When the hooves are curling and infected, you have a problem. It's not okay. I've seen the effects of horse abuse. I've seen for myself the horses that are too sick to stand up or who are starving. I'm not making up these statistics to guilt trip anyone. It's real. It's a real problem. No, they don't look at you through pictures in cold metal bars. They aren't going to snuggle up next to you in the fire once you save them and lick your hand. They can't do that. But that doesn't make them any less in need of help or any less touched by human cruelty. This is a problem, and it's going to continue to grow unless somebody stops it. The Department of Agriculture says that the normal year, if you can call it that, for horse abuse cases has 435 cases a year. Until this year. This year, it went up to 730 cases. That's a lot. That's a whole lot of abused horses. I would like to say that if you don't do something, it's going to affect all of you. But that's not the truth. The truth is you can stick your head in the sand and not hear another problem about this, not another word. Horse abuse cases doubled this year. Did you know? Horse Aid found, which is another one of our local rescue shelters, found a filly named Star whose foot was so deformed she had to be put down. She was living in agony. Why? Because her owner wanted more meat on her when they slaughtered her. That's a problem. Like I said, you can forget about this and it not have anything to do. But the question about that is, can you? Now that I've sufficiently depressed you for the day, I would like to offer a solution. And it doesn't require a whole lot. It's not, we can't burst into the barns of suffering horses, guns blazing, and eyes shining with the light of justice. That's just not going to work. You're probably going to have to be a little more tactful than that. So, I'm asking for a phone call and an hour. I'm asking you to call one of your local rescue facilities, Horse Aid's a great one, Horse Haven, and set up a time to go in. And then actually do it. Give 1 hour. With the recent Knoxville disaster of horse cases, they're just asking for blankets for the 80 horses they're stuck with housing right now. 80. They're asking for blankets. That's not a whole lot. And an hour is going to make a huge difference. And you can be the one to do that. Can you imagine if it was you? Can you imagine seeing a horse that wasn't starving anymore and their heads were up and they were trotting up happily and their eyes happy and a nice layer of fat around them? You can make a difference. And the greatest part about it is that it's not just going to be you giving to them. These horses aren't going to play fetch with you, but they give back just as much. If you make a difference in your life, in their lives, I guarantee you they're going to make a difference